Senator Cory Booker once said, "This is our history. From the Transcontinental Railroad to the Hoover Dam, to the dredging of our ports and the building of our most historic bridges, our American ancestors prioritized growth and investment in our nation's infrastructure. My job as a civil engineer allows me to be directly involved with the development and upkeep of our infrastructure. Today I'm going to talk about the United States infrastructure system and how it is beginning to fail and what we can do to fix it. I'll talk about what infrastructure is, what is causing our infrastructure system to fail, what effect does this have on us, and finally, how can we fix it? So to begin, what is infrastructure? Basically, it is the services that form the foundation of our society. These include our water treatment plants, energy, transportation, airports, bridges, wastewater treatment, and a number of other services. They're the things that we don't really think about but use every single day of our lives. Every 4 years, the American Society for Civil Engineers releases a report card in which they analyze and grade the infrastructure systems in the United States. In the report card released in 2017, the ASCE gave the United States a D+ average. This means that the infrastructure systems in the United States show visible sign of disrepair and pose obvious hazards to those who use them. Obviously, this is unacceptable, but what is the cause of this faulty infrastructure? Primarily, it is a lack of necessary funding coming from the government and being invested in the upkeep and development of our infrastructure. What effect does this have on us? Well, it poses an increased risk of hazardous and possibly catastrophic events, such as the tragedy of Flint, Michigan. In Flint, corrosive water was pumped through lead pipes, which led to an outbreak of sickness within the city. This easily could have been avoided with proper investment and testing in the infrastructure system. Faulty infrastructure can also damage our economy as a whole. Most of our economy is run through our airports, our highway system, and comes through our ports. So without proper upkeep, all of these are damaged and cause a loss of money and time in our economy. So how can we fix it? I'd like to propose 3 solutions that we as normal, everyday citizens can pursue. First, get involved. Be aware of bills and laws that are currently trying to be passed in our areas and nationally. Go to city council meetings. This is where most infrastructure plans are discussed and put into motion. Secondly, we can stay informed of who our politicians are. We can be aware of the policies that they hold on infrastructure, the ideas that they have, and the promises that they're going to make to improve our systems. And we can make sure that we're electing officials that are actually going to do that. Finally, and most importantly, we can be prepared to pay the bill. I realize that most people don't look forward to paying extra money, but most infrastructure ideas that make it to the ballot are voted down simply because voters can't handle the idea of more tax. This is something that really isn't fun to have to do, but is a necessary investment in the future of our country. So now that we know what infrastructure is, what causes our infrastructure to fail, what the effect of this is on us, and how we can fix it, I would challenge all of you to go out and seek to put these 3 ideas into practice. By doing so, we can help to fix our system and bring our grade from a D+ up to something that is acceptable. By doing so, we can fulfill the quote from Cory Booker that says, "This is our history." that we prioritized growth and investment in our nation's infrastructure and leave behind a legacy that our children can be proud of, instead of leaving behind an even bigger bill.